Greetings, GameCola faithful, and welcome back to more Super Metroid. In the previous episode, we went to the wrecked ship and defeated its boss, Phantoon. And now, with the gravity suit, we can move freely underwater, and we are going to visit the next major area of the game, Maridia. So, as you can see, this area is especially large, and it can be a bit labyrinthine, but I do recall that Super Metroid does a pretty decent job of guiding you through this area. In Project Base, this area is much more open-ended and free-form, which, if you generally know the layout, can be very helpful. It just makes exploration feel a little bit easier. But if you're just starting out, Super Metroid's, the vanilla game's more linear approach to the area definitely helps. But yeah, as you can see, those little tiles in the bottom left, those are that sort of glass tube that we ran through on our way from Red Brinstar to Norfair. So yeah, we've got quite some area to explore. This guy can't be damaged with our beam. I do like this piece of music, but I will say that Maridia has two pieces of music that play, and the other one is definitely my favorite. Whoa! Yeah, so as you can see, these sort of sand waterfalls alter our jump physics. So even though we can move freely in the water here, which we're standing in, we still need to be careful about jumping through those. And yes, that trap was largely intentional. I didn't intend to get pulled down in it, but I mean, in terms of game design, the developers very much intended you to get pulled into that. So you need to watch your step here. But yeah, so this is where that room would just go through. So we would have not really saved anything by not getting pulled into that trap. So there we go. Now, if you can wall jump up here, I heard a door open. I think my beam wrapped around to the other side of the area, which it does because it's a Super Nintendo game, so there's some technical limitations. I think I just opened the door on the opposite side of this room. Let's go check that out. That's funny. I know that is a trick sometimes used in speedruns, is that they use the fact that the areas sort of wrap around a little bit. Because, yeah, if the door is on the same level... Okay, so nothing there, but I think... No. This just leads right back down to that door, so I have no idea... I have no idea why there was the sound of a door opening. Get sent through this tube here. Just open that back up. There we go. You can see we've traveled quite a ways, and we've actually passed through another room in the center area. So, let's head to the right. I don't actually recall which way we need to go here. You can see once again our jump physics being altered. So we go up here. Wall jump up. Ah, we're swarmed by enemies. I forgot that these guys are up here. And we can head this way. Say hello to... I don't know if it's a community name or what it is, but this is a robot called Shaktool. I don't know how that's spelled, but yeah. He is a friendly little digger robot. And he is going to dig his way through here. And he's going to be a very helpful friend to us. So how are you all doing today? There's no way to speed this up, so I hope you're all having a nice day, or whatever time of day it is for you when you happen to be watching this, wherever you are. I'm having a pretty good morning myself. A bit of a lazy morning. My alarm went off at 8 a.m., but I decided to just sort of lie in bed until 9 a.m. Then I got up, and I decided to start doing some more recording, because it's been really fun getting back to this. Now, we see an item there, but we actually can't get through that way. We need to go the long way around. But now, obviously, you see, we can't get back up that way. Or at least we can't without this upgrade, the spring ball. This is a completely optional item. It's purely for convenience, although with how far out of the way you have to go to get it, it's debatable how convenient it really is. But yes, it lets you jump in morph ball form. Very nice. And thankfully, we don't need to wait for Shaktool to dig his way through the other way. Okay. And that's everything that we can do out this way. It is very tricky to get out of the quicksand here. Oh. There we go. Thankfully, wall jumping does help a little bit. Some of these projectiles, I don't think you have time to dodge them, honestly. I think some of these rooms just make you take force damage. Not 100% sure on that. Maybe speedrunners could do it, but like the casual player, no, you're not going to dodge any of those projectiles. Well, you're not going to dodge the first projectile. I'm not very good, so I can't dodge the other two. But okay. So, two important things to note. First of all, obviously, crabs coming up from this hole down here. Obviously, we may be able to pass through that. But also, this tube here looks a lot like the one that we passed through, like I mentioned earlier, on our way from Red Brinstar to Norfair. Now here we get to the other music of Maridia, my personal preferred music. Ooh. Super missile door. We're not getting through that. We'll have to go down and around. Okay, and we have this here. Hey, a map room. Yeah, this area is huge. Lots of very large, sprawling rooms. So let's keep moving. Well, this is a one-way trip here. Aha! So we're now back. Oh. You can actually jump back up here if you know how to line yourself up. There it is. But yeah, we're back down here. So we're left with this tube. And we could have done this earlier if we had thought to do it. But this is one of those really cool set pieces, I think. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. The reason that I didn't do that earlier is, one, because the more natural time to do it is now, but also because it would make traversing the area before we had the gravity suit much more annoying. Save room down here, which we aren't going to use yet. Maybe later. Here's something wild to think about. You can technically access this area of Maridia as soon as you have power bombs to blow open that tube. That includes, as I mentioned, before you have the gravity suit. Some players, for speedrunning purposes, go through Maridia without the ability to move freely in water. If that's not impressive, I don't know what is. So now we're back in this room with the one-way gate. Now, our goal here... we knocked those guys off the roof. Our goal here... We're going to clear out all the enemies because there is a nice power-up in the next room that is a little tricky to get. And I may have done it wrong. Yep. Yeah, I need to build up a shine spark. And the unfortunate thing is that every time you screw this up, you have to use another super missile. Oh, super missile, not missile. Come on, Samus, you should know the difference between your own arsenal. I'll have to be quick about this. Here we go. And it's just a missile upgrade. All that for just a missile upgrade. But it's fine because it gets us up to the top of this room very conveniently. Actually, now that I think about it, there is one more thing to do down here. Which is fine. It's not that hard to navigate this room. But yeah, I do believe there is something to do in here. Is that right? Got some space pirates here. Yeah, wow. they are evidently immune to everything we've got. I don't think anyone's ever gonna find that. It's not marked on the map, as you can see. So now we have these little small turtles and this big lump in the middle of the room. Well, if we try attacking any of the small turtles, this big turtle here is gonna get very upset. So we're gonna use it to ride up. Whew. Yeah, it's a little weird. You gotta deal with some slightly wonky physics to get this, but hey, we've got it. Oh yeah. Turtle's very mad now, bouncing off the walls. And we need to watch out for this pirate over here. Oh, and I didn't watch out carefully enough. So yeah, these purple space pirates are completely immune to, I think, all of our weapons. I didn't try power bombs, so it's possible that they take damage from that. But generally speaking, we have to treat them as if they are completely invulnerable at the moment. Which makes me sad. Boo-hoo. I want to destroy the space pirates. Something else, another detail I like. Samus, sort of her, she has like a respirator in her suit, and it occasionally, dumps air out into the water, so you just occasionally hear bloop, bloop, bloop. Again, this game is so atmospheric. I love it. Now, this room here, I recall being a bit tricky to get through. There is one thing I do want to do, however. Which, again, it's a bit tricky to figure out. But you can sort of see that there is something over here. And actually, I believe the X-ray visor... Yes, the X-ray visor does reveal it. And it is very probable that you will have the X-ray visor at this point. So, I guess it's not too terrible that they expect you to use it. These guys are kind of funny. Oh, drat. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Because we need to get up here, which is easier said than done. But it can be done. I'm actually impressed that it only took me that many tries. Oh, hey. Take a look at that. Little secret hole in the floor there. But let's go ahead and head up here for the moment. If I could wall jump properly. We can see that there is a room up here. And there's a little secret missile tank over here. Very sneaky. But once again, the X-ray scope does reveal it. Now, hang on a moment. Because there is... Okay. Yeah, there's not actually anything over here, if I recall. But if we head to the other side, we will find some more goodies. Spring ball coming in a little bit useful there, and another hidden, or rather fake wall. The wall is not hidden, it's in plain sight. It's the passage through it which is hidden. Haha. Nice layering of the background in that previous room with some sort of sediment wall, or sedimentary wall in the background, and then followed by walls further deep back into the background. I'm not speaking correctly here, but we get another super missile and another missile. Very nice. I've actually lost count of how many super missiles we have maximum. I want to say it's 35, but it could just be 30, because I think we've just been picking up a lot of drops from enemies, so... No, it is in fact... Oh, I'm falling back to Project Base logic again, because in that game they implemented the sort of magnetizing effect of the charge beam from Metroid Prime, which is another game I've played but have not beaten, which seems to kind of be my general story for the Metroid series, is that I've played several of the games, not the majority, but several games. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, the sort of light and dark sediment, which I think is more like a sort of background and background layer. But yeah, so I've played a lot of the games, but not beaten a lot of the games. I think Super Metroid and AM2R, another Metroid 2 remake, the fan project. I have beaten that one as well. That was another great game, but boy, howdy, was it difficult. That is a very challenging game. Ow! It is also challenging to not get hit by crabs. All right, nuke it. Boom, there we go. Ooh, lots of lag there. All right. So, we've made some decent progress in Maridia, and I think that right about now, in this save room here, is a good place to pause for this episode. So I hope you're all enjoying it, and I will see you next time.